Welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Feel free to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, even leave a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. I'm Anthony Totri, joined by Shane Diefenbach, Shawn DePaz.
Yeah, he is.
Not feeling very cute today, boys.
No?
What? You got a haircut.
Everything
I
okay?
did get a haircut. Well, no,
Your hair's looking extra curly today.
Yeah, it's not looking extra curly. You just have not seen me without a hat in how long?
That's true. That's very true. Wear a hat every single day. You got a haircut.
I did get a haircut.
Hair's looking wavy.
It feels like all of this stuff happened like a week ago, and that's because it has. We just haven't been in studio.
That's true.
This happened to me. This happened to me. It sounds like a tragedy. I got a
Someone
haircut.
held Shane down and cut
I got a
his
haircut
hair.
on Thursday. I want to say, Thursday. The person that cut my hair when when I was paying for it, she goes, now it at least looks intentional. I'm like, oh, really? Really? So thank you, Floyd's Barbershop, for that. Great barbershop. I think they did a good job. They worked with what they could. There wasn't a lot to do here. Me and her talked for a while. I was like, what am I gonna do? And she was like, I don't know. And we just buzzed it.
It looks wavy though. I like the.
My hair is wavy.
Like
It's curly.
Very if you shave the mustache, it's very boy band-esque.
Yeah. It's very summer.
Calvin Harris.
A little too white boy summer, I would say. So
Shane boy summer.
Shane boy summer. Shaney boy summer.
Okay. Well, Shaney Boy's gonna have to spend his summer with no Sid Sanders, because that's the unfortunate news of the day, according to Extra Innings Softball, is that Sid Sanders, the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year, Arizona State's brightest and best player moving forward
In any sport.
honestly, in any sport,
Josh Stone.
besides Josh Shawn, has entered the transfer portal. Guys, just initial thoughts as to something we saw coming.
Set me ablaze.
Yeah, my initial thoughts were ah. That's all I heard.
Followed by a nice ah.
There's a oh.
I don't like that one. Nope. Try again.
Yeah, so this sucks. Before we even get to it, like this doesn't even compare to Jaden Daniels, not only because JD5 wasn't great last year.
This is way worse than Jaden
This is
Daniels.
way worse because this is your future.
Yeah.
And this shows that the sky is falling. This shows that what we expected to happen is going to happen. And ASU softball went from hero to, I don't want to say zero, but
like
almost
half,
zero.
like
0.5.
Yeah. Nice.
That was awesome.
is this how you feel
What?
when me and Shawn say things at the same time? And I'm just sitting here, no high five.
Oh, brother.
No. Oh,
Okay.
we do that before that we go live every single show.
fist
And
bump.
we forgot to do that.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
So
Oh, no.
Sanders has me in a dazed and confused.
Mm.
I will say on the other side of the Jaden Daniels thing, like this, I saw this one coming. Like it seemed like I didn't want it to, but it's like it seemed like a matter of time. Now it's just who else is it gonna be?
Well, I mean, all that's really left,
Well,
like
you have Alina. You have Matt. You have a pitching.
you don't have a single pitcher. All you have really left in terms of like players that have at least proved themselves,
And high end talent.
is Yanni Acuna and
Jazz Hill.
Those
Which-
are your last two.
Like Yanni, she has her sister coming, so like
Potentially.
but if but like what I'm getting at is if Jazz stays, fucking build her a statue.
Yeah.
Like what?
We will build her a statue.
Yeah, I'll paper mache.
No.
No, I'll be.
Let's get into metallurgy. Know what it's called?
I know what you're going for.
Sculpting metal.
I had to do that in high school.
Is that what it's called?
I made a whole silver ring in high school.
What are we talking about?
Is it metallurgy?
Metallurgy?
What, brother?
Happy Monday.
But no, like at this point, if you are a Jazz Hill, is that not what I just said?
Metallurgy. Yeah, maybe that's what you said.
Anyways, if Jazz Hill has no reason to stay at this point, let's be real.
Nobody does.
I mean, there's like some people that you don't really see that like they have more reason to stay because now they get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Assuming there's a coach to lead the program.
True. Hire Matty Hackbarth.
Hire
or us.
anybody.
Again,
Shawn.
we're better than nothing.
Are we?
PHNX
Yes,
Sun Devils.
we
better
gotta
than
be.
nothing. I think yes.
I think a player-led team would win more games than us.
Oh, Jazz Hill player coach.
Yes, I
That
think
would
that,
be
I think that
awesome.
would be better than us.
I feel like that's
Yeah,
got to
that
violate
would.
some NCAA rules.
That seems like it'd be illegal. Yeah,
I think hiring us violates some NCAA rules.
potentially.
I don't think it does, but
it should.
yeah.
There should be rules that state that we are not allowed to coach actual collegiate
It should
athletes.
be specifically written in the code. Shane, Anthony, and Shawn should not be allowed to coach a Division I softball team. D3, go for it, but
Yeah,
D1.
why are we
no.
writing this? I don't know. That's never going to happen, but just don't do that.
Better to write it and not need it than need it and not have it. The sky is indeed falling. I feel like
Yeah.
Chicken Little.
But after the sky started falling.
No, well, Chicken Little, the sky was actually falling and no one believed him.
I know, but I'm saying I don't feel like Chicken Little saying the sky is falling. I feel like Chicken Little saying the sky is falling and like the sky is falling. Uh-oh.
Great movie,
Yeah.
by the way. I
Such
need to
a
go
good
watch
movie.
that.
Brandon in the chat saying this all sucks. This was the only light left for ASU.
ASU hockey.
No, and Leon Marchand.
Leon Marchand, who's going to... Hey, watch out for the Olympics 2024 in Paris. Right? Is it Summer Olympics? Next Summer Olympics? Next Summer Olympics. And in his home country of Paris...
Paris itself.
Oh well,
is
in his
not-
home, in his home country,
In his home country, comma, in
in
Paris.
Paris. Yes, that's what I was saying.
Paris.
Paris.
Yeah.
Leon Marchand from Paris. I don't know. I don't think he's from Paris. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Yeah, that might just be totally inaccurate.
No, well, he's from France, regardless.
Yeah, but not necessarily. Doesn't have to be Paris.
Yeah, but I said he's from his home country, comma.
He's from Toulouse.
Ooh, great soccer team.
Leon Marchand from Toulouse.
Ooh.
That's probably really offensive to him.
Braithwaite. Great FIFA player in FIFA 2015. Played for Toulouse.
Interesting.
Okay, so who is the face now of ASU softball? Assuming the roster
Jazz
stays
Hill.
as
Jazz
is.
Hill.
I don't think
100% Jazz Hill.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be a senior, assuming she returns.
Mhm.
Like how important do you guys think it is now? I mean, we've talked about it. It seems like after every single player is left, but how important is it now for Ray to hire a head coach? Because we put it out on social.
I feel like it's less important now.
I was gonna say,
Really?
does it matter?
Yeah.
Well, you got to get a roster. Like you're not getting anybody in the portal
you
with
have
all
to
these
hire
players.
a head coach, but you should have had done that prior to this happening.
ASU is the only Power 5 school with a head softball coach opening,
Yep.
with Texas A&M having filled that spot.
It's important.
Dude, I'll leave the job right now, Ray. Give me a phone call. I'm there.
Uh,
I'll put on the maroon
Do
and
you
gold.
think Ray's listening today? I know he usually listens, but today.
My phone's ringing.
oh yeah.
It's Ray. It'd be real weird if it started. I got a phone call the other day. It was like a
His
spam.
mind is insane.
It was a spam call, but it had like the caller ID on it, and it was in all caps. Yours truly, Sarah from Burlington, Colorado.
Did you answer?
No, I didn't answer.
Why?
Uh,
You
Yours
missed out.
truly.
True.
Alan in the chat saying the future of ASU is college hockey.
Oh my god,
100%.
dude! I was freaking out. Jacob's doing this because he's obviously listening to the show, but Jacob started calling me, and I was about to lose my shit. I was about to lose
Good
my
one,
shit.
Jacob.
Yeah. The future is hockey at this point. It's the Olympic sports
Or
and
wrestling.
hockey. Well, yeah, the Olympic sports and hockey. Oh, like
Men's basketball.
Shrug. men's basketball is the future.
Turn me up, dude.
Turn me
me
yeah.
down.
It all feels really bad. This basketball team is going to be really good, and I know that's not what we're here to talk about. It's going to be really good. Who's the face of ASU athletics? Was your original question, right?
Just the softball.
Oh,
program in
yeah,
general.
it's Jazz.
It's Jazz Hill combined with Yanni.
Yeah,
It's a realist painting.
it's us.
Them
We're
to-
the face of the
Stop
softball
it.
program.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
I mean, I think it's going to be the recruits, really. Like, I think it's going to
If
be.
they could, if they stay, man.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing is like we've talked a lot about all these star players leaving. Like do you really want to, if you're a commit, now commit to a program that A, has lost its future in Mac Morgan and Sid Sanders, that's lost its best talent in Alina Torres, Sid Sanders, and who knows what's going to happen with Yanni. Like, there's no way, if Yanni transfers next, I feel like there is zero shot that Yanixa actually comes here.
Yeah, you'd have to assume. But I mean, when we talked to Brady Vernon, he talked about the recruit who's the knee related to, I forgot exactly the relation of a ASU softball legend. So like, reason for her to stay even if things aren't going well. And I mean, there's certain players who would relish this kind of opportunity, right? To either they don't want the pressure of being in a program with high expectations, which at this point, well, prior to all of this, ASU had, or they're like, listen, I'm going to come here. I'm immediately going to get playing time. Like, especially if you're a pitcher, you're coming here to be a star, essentially, and to kind of, it's back against the wall. Like, you want to show the world, like, ASU softball's here to stay. Like, we're a real deal, regardless of everything that's happening.
Literally a month
kind
ago.
Of players.
Literally a month ago, we were talking about, we were like celebrating.
We were celebrating with a blueberry.
The win over Northwestern, right? And now we're at a point where it's like, holy shit, Sid Sanders, Alina Torres, Allison Royalty, Mac Morgan's in the transfer portal.
Here's the silver lining. Life is unfair. And you got to make the most of the opportunity.
Oh, I was going to say, the life being unfair is not really a silver lining. It's just...
Well...
It's just a statement.
The cloud. It's the cloud.
Yeah. But like, as Brianna said, as you guys said, they're going to have to own it, make most of the opportunity. Yeah. It is unreasonable to say that they will not have a coach or a team next year. They will.
You said it's unreasonable?
It is also reasonable. No, he said it's not unreasonable. It's unreasonable.
It's unreasonable to think that they won't have a coach next year.
I agree. They're not gonna fold the program. Like, they'll have a coach.
Coach Woody.
There's people, like, if it came down to it, they would hire somebody who's never coached softball before they just didn't have a coach. So they're gonna have a coach.
Would you rather have a program that's gonna be like that, where you're literally just stringing together a program just for the sake of it?
I mean, another thing Brady Vernon brought up, Oregon, they had position players pitching. Like, I think
that's embarrassing.
I don't think it's unreasonable to see that happen.
That is embarrassing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's better than not having a program.
We may see the biggest fall off, like, in collegiate softball history, from a team winning its conference and being a win away from the Women's College World Series to quite possibly being the worst team in their conference.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be ideal, but I don't know. It's clearly a rebuild at this point. Like, what are you gonna do? I don't know.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna drink 4 Peaks, because that's the only way that you can actually.
Leah needs a 4 Peak because she just got again.
Okay, first of all, like, I don't know every person on this softball team, so I don't read it in my head
I know.
how it's gonna sound out loud. I'm just like. So good on you guys for not reading it. And then I noticed, as you can see, I commented, but freaking R. He does this every time.
At this point, you got to know.
Yeah.
Well, good on you. Hey,
that's
listen, good on you guys for not reading it. The people can see it on the screen and laugh. But you don't have to, you guys don't read it, so good for you guys.
Yeah, I think Leah needs a
Nia?
Nia. I actually had a friend named Nia growing up.
I had a friend named Nia in college.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't have
Antonia. I'm not going to say her last name, but.
Yeah, dox her right now.
Antonia. I actually honestly don't know how to pronounce her last name. It's very Italian. Which I guess I'm Italian, so.
You're Italian?
Yeah, my grandpa's from Italy.
That's crazy.
Where you know?
Reggio di Calabria, southern Italy.
Okay, so 4 Peaks, guys.
Yeah. Great in southern Italy.
What would you drink to maybe forget this offseason for ASU softball?
I would shotgun 2 growlers.
Yeah,
I love that name.
I would go to the brewery and get their Imperial IPA and just be like, keep them coming. I would just I would actually probably get arrested for this, but I would just head under the spout. Just
get permission first from the lovely people at 4 Peaks.
Yeah,
that'd be allowed.
They're kind. I don't know if they're that kind because they shouldn't be that kind.
Yeah.
But
I would put 14 hazies in a.
I would get an IV of hazy.
Yeah, I would get there you go, in a massive growler. Take it to go. Shotgun it at home because I'm drinking responsibly at home.
Yes.
Shotgun it. How would you shotgun a growler? Do you have to get a drill?
I would custom build one.
Okay. You got to just get a little glass drill and just put a hole in it and just.
Okay. Well, as Shane said, You got to be 21 or older, and please drink responsibly. Kind of shifting gears from softball
Thank you.
to
Real quick, where do you think she's going?
Oklahoma.
It's either Oklahoma or Texas A&M in my mind.
I think I can never pronounce his name, and I'm sorry. The Pac-12 commissioner
George Kliavkoff.
needs to fight the SEC commissioner.
They need to
think
fight.
Oh, dude.
It's the only answer.
You know something we're qualified for? Commentating that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be down to commentate that.
Yes.
Kliavkoff drops it with the right hook.
What? Oh,
It'd be like, those Joe
UFC?
Rogan clips where
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
just like, oh!
That's got to be a gift.
Every time somebody else fucking transfers.
What kind of fighters do you think they are? Like, I think Kliavkov's probably like a.
Kliavkoff's is
Muay Thai?
Charles Oliveira.
Oh, I was picturing more of like a kickboxer, maybe like a.
I don't think he can get his leg that
Is
high.
he?
There's no shot.
Isn't he tall?
What's up,
Yeah, he
Jacob?
is.
Kliavkov is a tall guy. Yeah, I see him as a very like
You know who else would be
Israel
great?
Adesanya.
Who
kind
would
of.
be a great kickboxer? Jacob Franklin, our executive producer here at PHNX.
He got his leg pretty high up there. And he's a tall dude.
I've proven it before. I can kick high. I've
You
got
can
high
kick
kicks.
high?
Yeah, he does. Sean,
Are you gonna just say that without demonstrating?
I won't be able to on the camera.
sneaky flexibility. I would
Sneaky
say, in this
flexibility. Yeah, high bend.
Okay.
one. Yeah,
well,
high bend. Very high bend. Nice, Mr. DePaz.
George Sankey, by the way, SEC commissioner, fucking beta. Could get Kliavkov would destroy him. Just saying.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
he actually kind of looks kind of
let's
tall.
talk about.
It'd be a good fight. Light heavyweight.
Well, we're not here to talk about them fighting each other. Okay.
That was never something we were here to talk about.
Pac-12 commissioner said today, or at least the statement itself came out today.
In his pre-fight press conference.
Yes, exactly.
In the way.
Dana White was actually there. Says he doesn't think the NCAA should run college football. He thinks that the 10 FBS leagues should come together and have, quote, one organization
Yes.
setting the rules, enforcing the rules, and running the
been said.
postseason.
Done been said.
Yeah, I like it.
The NCAA sucks. And he's right. There's no reason that the NCAA should be making rules that apply to Alabama and the university at Buffalo or fucking enter D3
Alabama
school here.
and Bowling Green.
Like Alabama or the entire MAC conference.
Hey.
Well, we just named 2 MAC schools, so
Oh, Bowling
say
Green
we.
is in the MAC.
yeah.
Dude, the MAC goes crazy.
But like, they shouldn't
I'm
be.
so
There shouldn't be
excited.
the same rules. Like,
How many
it's-
days until
What
college
rules
football?
would you change?
It's not. I mean, I don't have specific things, but it's like they're doing such different things. Like the MAC, they are not putting on football as a major entertainment NFL style entertainment product like the like Alabama is.
Speak for yourself.
But shouldn't, like, to play devil's advocate here, wouldn't things get a little stickier if it was up to the leagues to kind of figure
Well,
everything out?
Maybe
I
they
just
would
think you're
pay
You're
players.
pooling everything from every league into one conversation, as opposed to what equates to a higher power just striking down rules.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
that could be you have too many cooks in the kitchen when you have all
I don't
10
think
of
it
the
does.
Well,
leagues.
no, because look at the college football playoff.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like, I think this is ultimately what he's saying, right? Because like he wasn't saying like, oh, the Power 5 should have all the rules. Like he said, like 10 conferences,
Yeah.
which would include the MAC. It'd be literally just like the college football.
Yeah, but
playoff.
you can assume that yes, they'll include all 10 leagues, but when it comes down to it, the Power 5 is going to be the one
Which
running
they
the show.
should. Which they
yeah,
should.
they should, but that's why the NCAA is what it is and kind of inserts itself to like
But here's the
ensure
question.
that doesn't necessarily happen.
The SEC has, or the NCAA has not done a good job.
No,
Like,
I
what-
agree with you. I think the NCAA sucks. I'm just saying from a devil's advocate perspective, like you could argue with the leagues making their
You
own
could,
rules.
but I don't think it would. I don't think it would go. I think a conversation pooling everybody would be good to have, and it would be insightful, just as insightful as it would be for what the SEC sees to talk to the MAC, and what the MAC sees to talk to the SEC and the Pac-12.
I have been a proponent of literally just getting like
Screw the conferences.
yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I think like groups of the Power 5 schools should literally just leave and become a pro
Give me
sports
an
organization.
AFC or an
basically.
NFC and just fight them.
That'd be electric.
Like,
That would be awesome.
Why?
But
Because at this
I
point,
disagree. I like the conferences
I like them, but only because they're there.
Why do you like
Like-
the conferences?
because I don't want to see these teams. Like, it would turn in more to the SEC, but across everything. Like you.
and then we want the highest level of
No, but it's
competition.
not the highest level of competition. It's highest level of competition for 3 games out of their schedule, and then it's just 60-4 victories. Like I don't want that. Like that would make sure that teams like Alabama are playing some kind of the same talent, but you're in the same conference. Alabama, an incarnate word. Like I don't.
No, what? No.
You're saying AFC and NFC. You're saying two conferences.
No, I'm saying the best schools in the country
Gotcha.
say fuck all the other schools and play each other. So any given week, you have Alabama versus Ohio State, and then Alabama's playing Oregon, and then Clemson.
Yeah.
Like, no conferences.
That would be electric.
You don't have these 60-5 wins at the beginning of the season that Alabama's just throwing away. Like, at this point, the only reason that, like, the Power 5 schools don't need the NCAA.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what he's getting at is, like, I just kind of need to convince everybody to be brave enough to say that, because everyone realizes it. They don't need the NCAA. They hardly need the rest of their conference. USC doesn't need Oregon State. No. Alabama doesn't need Missouri. Like, they don't need those schools. They would benefit much more from being in a conference together, being in a league of their own. Great movie, by the way.
But
I'm 100% with Cleopas here.
I'm interested to hear what everyone else thinks. So in the chat, let us know if you like the conference things, if you would like to see what Shawn says, or if you have another idea, drop it in the chat. I would like to hear it.
But yeah, I'm completely just blow it all up. I don't think they need any of it. Okay. And it would be better for the players. The players could actually get paid, because I think you've seen, like, schools maybe not necessarily, but like boosters, they want to pay players. Yeah. They enjoy paying players. Yeah. I think everyone would benefit. The fans would get. I mean, okay, we might not necessarily, because I don't know how ASU would fall into this situation.
Yeah,
we see how they fare into this situation.
Brown associates the conference, but let me ask you this: football, I agree. What about the other sports?
I think this is a football only thing.
Only football?
Yeah, because like basketball, you need it.
Yeah,
I think you see the whole magic of March Madness is having small schools and big schools. But I think football, no reason I ever need to see University at Buffalo play Ohio State.
Is it University at Buffalo?
Yeah, it's the New York State University of New York University at Buffalo.
That's why it's UB.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
and it's at not of.
Not straying too far, but like let's assume that the conferences are going to stay the way they are. Let's say that we've wiped all of. Oh, this is going to sound so bad. We've wiped all the commissioners, right? They're all gone. They all have. They are no longer employed by their conferences.
Okay, let's say we got the.
They were fired.
Let's say we got them new jobs, though.
They were let go.
Let's say we got them new jobs. They're all marketing the Arby's Wagyu burger.
Yeah, they all work at one Arby's together.
They're all the marketing department at Arby's. Has it sold out?
That's too high level of a job for them.
What's happening with the Arby's Wagyu burger?
I haven't seen. I don't know.
It says it's sold out.
Same with the Mexican
Arby's.
pizza.
But then they're also like.
And Taco Bell.
They're also like promoting it still. What's going on, Arby's? All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I love Arby's, bro.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan.
So I'm going to ask you guys who you think should be, and these are all PHNX employees, who should be commissioners of each respective conference. Okay?
Shane is the MAC.
Yeah.
Put Shane in charge of the MAC.
Yep.
It would only improve.
Yep. It would. The scores would be 80-60.
Yeah.
Shane's the commissioner of the MAC.
It turns into the XFL, and it's not even part of the NCAA or anything. Like, they don't get to play in the college football playoff. They play the MAC and the MAC championship, and that is it. Because the rules are different. We can't have different rules in the NCAA.
Okay. Who is commissioner of the Big Ten?
Oh,
PD, Midwestern guy. PD or Craig.
PD's too fun for the Big Ten.
But
I wouldn't want to subject him to that.
He's from Big Ten country.
No, give me Max, because he would be very diplomat.
Or Johnny.
Diplomatic.
Johnny's a
no.
Big Ten.
Johnny
went to a Big Ten school, didn't
but Johnny's too high energy.
Johnny's a Pac-12 commissioner for sure.
No.
No,
he's not like West Coast enough for it. We need someone a little more LA, like maybe Lindsay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, so what about the SEC?
Oh, I don't. Do we have an SEC here?
Saul, maybe.
Yeah, you need someone with like. I don't even need Brandon. I just go CEO.
Yeah.
Brandon
or Craig Morgan.
Oh, Craig. I'm here for Craig. Craig's running the SEC.
Yeah.
No, Craig needs to be put in a position where he can elevate.
Tocher's the ACC, and don't ask me why.
No, he's just the Notre Dame president. He's just the what is it? The athletic director of Notre Dame. They're still independent in this situation.
Okay, I'm actually here for that.
I'll be ACC.
Yeah. Wait, where's Alabama or Cincinnati going the Big 10, Big 12, Big 12, right?
Big 12.
Yeah, they're going.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
Big 12.
Big 10. Yeah. No defense, just pure gas all time.
Okay. My God. Who's the?
You asked the question. I don't know what you
Yeah, no, I
expected.
know. I'm just.
Coach always like.
I asked the question, but
And
I'm
then
like,
it's
I'm always
surprised.
surprised by the
then
answer.
woe is me.
No,
like,
I'm always
oh.
surprised by the answer. That's.
Yeah.
I think that's.
100% on you.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But
If
do
you
you
don't
get-
want the dogs to hunt, don't be surprised when they bark. Sorry, that was bad.
I mean, no sense.
Okay. Well, on that note,
Brother.
let's tell you about the offer going on in the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Didn't even have a transition.
That didn't
for
come
that.
out as,
No.
as I intended.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, and when you use promo code PHNX, new customers can bet $5 on either NHL team to win their game and get
It's some dogs hunting
$100
in the series. I'll tell you
in
what.
free bets no matter what. That's code PHNX at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Stanley Cup Final. Got to be 21 or older, Arizona only, new customers only, a minimum of a $5 deposit. Restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Guys, what do you like for Game 3?
I like
Nothing.
nothing. I want
But the Lightning.
want the Lightning to win, so we don't get a sweep.
What's his name? I already forgot homie's name.
Who?
Nichushkin.
Yeah.
What's his first name?
Vasily?
Vasily Nichushkin. Yeah. Has 2
Varelli?
points.
Is it Vasily or Varelli, Leah?
Valerie
Valerie.
Nichushkin.
Valerie,
probably.
Not
Yeah.
Valerie.
I mean, maybe.
Well, Nikita.
Yeah. What?
Nikita and Valerie.
What's Nikita? What is-
Kucherov?
No, I know, but what does that have to do with Valerie?
I'm just saying, it's like Valerie is a typical female name, and Nikita, I've had a friend named Nikita who's
The
a
only other Nikita I know of is also a Russian man.
How many Russians do you know?
No, I don't know
Like
him personally.
real
I don't know
Russians.
him personally. I went to high school with one. We had a Russian exchange student.
Mm.
His name was he had such a Russian name too, and I can't remember what it.
Igor?
His last name was Konstantin. I remember that. I don't remember. I forgot, but he was a great below me. Anyways, Nikita Mazepin, former F1 driver. Yes, Valery Nichushkin, 2 points in each of the first 2 games, currently leading the series in points.
He was
amongst all
everywhere in
players.
the first period.
Plus
everywhere.
2,000 to win the Conn Smythe.
I love
If he scores
that.
a goal tonight, watch out.
Hattie alert.
Hattie alert, turn me up. That would really do. If he can score 3 goals and then just by himself, no other goals for the Avs, 4 goals from the Lightning. I'd
Taking
take
the Lightning -1.5 because I want to feel something.
That. Yeah, I'm just taking Lightning money.
Remember
line
when you
because
guys
they
called
can't get
me,
swept.
said I had a horrible take that the Avalanche could sweep this series?
I do
But
not.
that was my
remember that.
DraftKings Sportsbook pick of the week,
I
and you guys
don't-
laughed at me.
I don't remember that, but
look at the receipts
I
after. I
100%
apologize if I said
No,
that.
100%. Yeah, I 100%. If you had said that, I would have laughed in your face. I
You
just
did.
don't remember it.
You said
But
that is a horrible take.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they went on to win
100%.
7-0.
100%. I would have completely said that was a horrible take at the beginning of the series. So I literally don't remember that specific instance, but I 100%
Can we
believe it
sign
happened.
up for the fielding that Bill Loomis is doing?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, Val Loomis on the little softball drill and mental skills.
I mean, we can. What do you-
Honestly, coach the softball team, Bella Loomis. Make it happen. I mean,
Just
I
saying that happened.
what happened?
That we laughed at you for that.
Yeah, I know what happened.
Okay.
I was there.
I believe you. Like I said, I believe you. If you
I remember laughing at you for saying the Avalanche were gonna roll in Game 1 because we both said that they weren't.
had listen, like I said, literally don't believe it. But if you told me before this series started that you thought the odds were going to
No,
sweep,
no,
I
it was
would've-
after game 1.
Oh, interesting.
This was
I don't
before
remember.
game 2. I'm pretty sure it was Friday. Was game 2 Friday?
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, Game 2 is Saturday, but we had a show on Friday that talked about it probably.
Okay, well, I said it one day.
If
and
if
you
they
guys
lose tonight,
laughed.
if the Lightning lose tonight, then it's a sweep for sure.
That's a really bold take.
Yeah.
It's not, though.
It's being sarcastic, Toties.
Whatever.
A team going up 3-0. in
Whatever.
the Stanley Cup final. Probably can sweep.
Well, it's time for Shawn to make a fool of himself.
Love
Oh,
it.
completely forgot about this already.
Because Shawn decided that he was going to draft some shitty villains last week, outside of Darth Vader, of course.
The Chucky one was the big miss,
that
and
was
people don't
such a
respect
bad-
Shigo. Listen, I deserve to lose. I'm not going to even sit here. It was not a great draft.
So which scene would you like to reenact, or would you like to do multiple?
Let's do multiple.
I'm doing a little bit of a medley because
Okay.
can
Can we get the camera ISO'd?
No.
Aww.
it's just the scenes. One of my characters, Ivan Drago, doesn't really talk a whole lot. One of them.
Just get into it.
So I'm going to start with Darth Vader. Pretty straightforward. Should I do the whole
Just go.
Okay, I already
Yeah,
forgot.
whatever you're feeling.
Um,
Stare into the camera. Let them
Pressure's
know.
on. Come on.
I already forgot how it
5,
started.
4, 3, 2, 1. Scene.
Obi-Wan didn't tell you about your father. He told me enough. He told me you killed him. No, I am your father, Luke. So that was Darth Vader
Stop, just rolling to
and
the next
then
one. Don't
Ivan
even preface
Drago. I must break you. That's it. And then Jaws.
Wait, hold on. I don't know why I didn't bring this up when you did this before. He doesn't make noise.
The shark?
Yeah.
He doesn't make noise when he's chomping on the things?
No, he doesn't growl.
It's not really growling. It's more just him coming out of the water and chomping on things.
No, you gotta growl and then like
He doesn't
shake
growl. Sharks don't growl.
Bite noise.
bite noise.
Okay.
End scene.
That works.
That is dripping straight
That
into my
works.
ear.
Wait, can I get the other two now?
What were the? I
Chucky?
don't know.
Give me
I've never
Chucky.
seen Chucky.
What?
Just-
You drafted Chucky and you haven't seen
It was
Chucky.
just it's a cool doll. I don't know. And what
Cool
was the other one?
doll.
I don't remember any.
Shigo.
Boop, boop, boop.
Be Shigo.
I don't remember any. She goes, dude, that sucked. I don't know why I did that. It's so cold. Holy shit. Audio listeners, I spilled water all over myself on purpose, like a dummy.
Yeah, you
Is
didn't
that
spill.
spilling
You
if you-
poured
yeah,
it.
you
No,
poured it on
you
yourself.
didn't spill it.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Okay,
All right.
you had something.
Yeah, from one awful thing to the next.
No, that was okay.
Yeah, come on.
Pretty bad.
I don't know if it was awful.
Okay, it wasn't awful, but this was awful.
My clothes are about to
We
be
said it on
luscious.
Friday that we were both a little too upset and too shell shocked to talk about it. It was very, very hard thing to hear. And of course, of what I'm referencing is the Drake album.
I'm gonna sit real patient and be quiet while you go, because I just got it.
Okay. So I did this a while back. This is a kind of a reoccurring segment. Not really. It's only the second time I'm doing this. I did this after the GCU fans were talking a lot of smack to ASU and after ASU beat them in basketball. I gave 10 things that I would have named Grand Canyon University instead of Grand Canyon University because it's not close to the Grand Canyon. So here are 10 things that I would rather listen to than Drake's new album. Okay?
Okay.
Starting with number 1. The first thing that I would rather listen to other than Drake's new album is train wheels scraping on the tracks.
I don't like that sound.
You like that sound?
No.
Okay. The
I like
second thing
trains,
I would
though.
rather listen to than Drake's new album is that another ASU athlete has transferred. I would rather hear that. than
Well,
Drake's new
okay,
album.
so in hindsight, now that you heard that
So-
since Ed just transferred,
on Friday, I was going to put Sid Sanders to transferring. That's what I was going to put. Of course, it happened. Number 3, Shawn screaming "We outside" repeatedly while I'm trying to fall asleep. I would rather listen to that. than
we
Drake's new album.
outside.
Number 4, a dentist drilling into my mouth for 6 hours straight rather than Drake's new album.
This is one time through Drake's album.
Yes.
Okay.
This is each track.
Yeah, this is the track list. Number 5, toe tree eating egg bites with his mouth open in a mic while I'm producing a show.
Had 6 this morning.
Okay,
Damn.
that's just crazy to me.
That's not that crazy.
Um,
No respect.
That's average.
number 6, a baby crying right after I hear this is your captain speaking. So right before the flight's about to take off.
Oh, I thought the pilot was a baby. This is your pilot.
That'd be terrifying. Number 7, 60 men playing the Vuvuzela indoors without a soccer game going on.
Oh, I was gonna say. So the South African South Cut.
Yeah, no, without a soccer game. The 8th thing I would rather listen to than listening to the new Drake album: a child laughing at 3 a.m. when nobody is home. I would much rather hear that than the Drake album.
Oh, I don't know about that one. That one's
That's how bad it was. The
What if
number
the Drake
9
album
thing,
just starts playing with no one home? You just hear it from
the
your
number
basement.
9 thing I would rather hear than the new Drake album is the Stanford student radio host yelling behind me at the Pac-12 tournament that James Keefe has eliminated ASU from the Pac-12 tournament. I would rather hear that again live. And the last thing, the number 10 thing I would rather listen to than listening to the Drake album. That small white dog that lives up the street from me that barks every time I take a single step outside at literally any given time of the day. Please, for the love of everything good, teach your dog not to suck people. That is the 10th thing I would rather listen to than listening to the Drake album.
That's a lot of things.
That is a real dog that exists, and I hate it.
You know its name?
Nope, and I would rather it not be named because it doesn't deserve one.
Thy dog who shall not be named.
Yes. So yeah, I didn't like the new Drake album.
It did suck.
Do you want?
It was titled properly though. Honestly, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. I tweeted out at one point. The label probably asked him, "It's like, hey, are you sure you want to drop this album? We still need a name for it." And he was like, "Honestly, never mind."
Yeah.
And they were like,
they just rolled with
"Okay,
it?
cool." And then they named it. Honestly, never mind. Do you want my mature, just
Nope. I want you to be as immature as possible.
I'm going to give both. So which one do you want first?
The
mature
one.
No, I want the mature one first.
I'll let Totri choose because he's the host.
Okay.
Mature response is, this is Drake. One of the, I don't want to say greatest because people are going to get.
He is, okay, no, I'm settling this. He is, by the numbers, one of the greatest,
Well,
if
that's
not
what I'm
the
getting.
greatest artist of all
Well,
time.
that's what I was going to say. He's one of the biggest. I listened, like, people argue about his actual ability, whatever, but he's undeniably one of the biggest artists of all time. Easily of our generation. He has earned the right to do whatever he wants. He clearly wanted to do something different.
Sure.
He is a biracial guy from a very diverse city. He's been around of a lot of different cultures, music influences.
He has had a success in reggaeton.
Yeah.
Music,
so like he is fully in his right to do this. The production on the album I thought was pretty solid.
It's very good.
I can't help but move when I listen to the music. Just not really for me. If you tell me that Drake is dropping an album and this is what I get, not very pleased by it. But if you're into this kind of music, which I'm not really, then maybe it was okay. I think some of the songs were a little lazy. And there was 2 good songs, I think.
Which is so sad.
Yeah. That's it. That's what Mature Response.
I think coming off the heels of the other 2 albums he dropped prior to this, it really hurts. Because this is now 3 albums that are underwhelming.
You thought Scorpion was underwhelming?
Yes. 100%.
I disagree.
I disagree hardcore. I think it's underrated, to be honest.
I think it's unbelievably underwhelming.
What's your immature take?
Drake, what the fuck? Like, brother, first off, you're going to have the nerve to not promo an album, and I don't even care about him
Do you
like
remember the last time he did that?
The last time he didn't promo the
If you're
album?
reading this, it's too late.
And it was amazing.
Unbelievable.
I remember where I was when that album
I was in
dropped.
the Golden Spoon.
I was in the basement of a girl's house for her birthday in high school.
I was in the Golden Spoon because my friend who has Crohn's had a flare-up and I had to work for him. Me and my buddy worked at the Golden Spoon for 2 hours.
I can't picture. Wait, I'm having a tough time.
You want to see me in the Golden Spoon?
I'm just picturing you in a really large golden spoon.
It's a frozen yogurt shop.
No. I know.
Can I continue my
Also,
immature?
I can't believe you were in high school when that came out.
I was like a sophomore in high school.
Oh
I
my
feel like.
god, I was a sophomore in college.
How old are you?
No, you weren't.
Yeah, no shot.
If you're reading this, it's too late.
2015.
No way.
I was a
It
sophomore.
came out in
college.
2015. You looked it up?
Yeah,
I was definitely
Wow.
in high school. I think I was a senior.
I
in high
must have
school.
been a junior in high school then.
I just looked it up.
Yeah, I was a senior
2015.
in
Yeah,
high
I was a
school.
junior.
I
in high
was-
school.
You're younger than me?
How old are you?
I was a senior in high school.
How old are you?
I'm turning 25 in July.
What
Yeah,
what
you're
year did
old.
you graduate high school?
2016.
Okay, so did I.
2015. Whoa,
So-
really?
Yeah. I didn't realize you
I'm the
graduated.
old man of the show?
Yeah, we knew that.
Oh, I got to act up.
Anyways, Drake, what are you doing? The music was bad. Like, a lot of that album was just really bad.
The
First song,
The first real song is objectively bad.
the intro was the best part of that album
Yeah.
because he
No,
didn't say a
no,
word.
No, the 21 song at the end is actually kind of fire.
Okay, that song
That was
made it
massive.
so much worse, in my opinion. And here's why.
Yeah.
You're going to give me the entire album of just unadulterated dog doo-doo. Just that's all it was. It was just fecal matter. Pure fecal matter. And then you're going to be like, hey, and at the end, I'm going to drop a song that is nothing like the rest of the album and get 21 carried that entire album.
Yeah.
And he was on half of a song.
Yep.
Half of a song. Text Go Green, also solid. Decent song.
Massive is a good song. But that's for me because it's like, it's almost house.
But then Falling Back is the first one, right?
Yeah, it's terrible.
It literally, he said it 82 times in a row.
He is literally out of tune at one point.
And then at one point he pauses and you're like, okay, finally gonna say something else. Fall back on me.
yeah.
Whatever, however it goes. One of the worst
Drake song of all time.
albums I have heard in a very long time. And what I was getting to earlier, I don't really care about it. You're gonna ruin Logic's drop day like this with an album you didn't promo, and then it's gonna be bad. Like, brother? What are we doing? Isaiah, what happened? Drake released an album that was really, really bad. I don't recommend you listen to it. Also, by the way, saw Lightyear last week because I know Isaiah was really excited for the
Saw
movie.
Lightyear?
Lightyear, the new Buzz Lightyear movie. Gas.
Saul Lightyear.
Yeah, he saw Lightyear.
No, I'm saying Saul Lightyear.
Oh, saw Lightyear.
That would go hard.
I saw the Lightyear movie. Amazing. I would watch that movie on loop for a month straight rather than Drake drop another album like this.
Yeah. I said this before the show. These are my closing thoughts on the album. I'm fine if you want to adventure, do other things with music.
Give us a
but
warning.
bait and switch us, like, because everybody was no one was expecting him to
That's what I'm
drop
saying.
an all one dance album, an all reggaeton type album, club music, dance music, whatever. It's not for a lot of the Drake fans. And if you're going to do it right.
I wish the whole album was One Dance, because One Dance is a good song.
Yeah, well,
I get what you're saying.
One Dance killed Drake, I think, because One Dance showed him that he could explore and make reggaeton music, and it to succeed.
But that song's not lazy.
But then he has songs like the one with Thames on it from
Fire.
Oh,
I love Thames.
Well,
I do too, but the song on CLB with Thames is not good.
I disagree.
We could go on forever
We could go on
about
forever.
how bad this album is. We can agree that it's bad.
Yeah, my closing thoughts are promo that album and tell everyone what we're getting.
Yep.
Don't, like you said, don't bait and switches. Don't be like, I was going about my day perfectly fine, nothing, and then all of a sudden people were like, "Oh, a Drake album is dropping tonight." Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god." My god,
it was so sad. I was the first. I'll pull up the text. I was the first person to listen to it, and they like right when it turned 9, and then I texted them like, "Oh, this is not a good start." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "The Drake album." They're like, "Oh, it's time." I'm like, guys.
I thought Shane was being here and being like, just like a gatekeeper, being elitist. And I was just like, it's probably not that bad.
Shane literally called me and I was about to get in the shower and he's like, it's so bad. And I was like, you know what? Shane has like, unique music taste.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
Like, it won't be that bad. Like, I really have such a basic music taste.
Yeah.
And I get out of the shower and I call him and I was like, no.
My bar for Drake is on the floor. Like,
but I will say, I can't wait to hear those songs in a spin class. It's gonna be lit.
We need Drake to get his heart broken again.
Yeah.
Fact. Because when you said that, I was like, okay, like I'm sure it's not great, but like I also hate Mad for What, or no, Nice for What and Upset is what I hate those two songs, and people love them. I think those two take this album out of the 2 worst Drake songs of all time. Hate them.
Let's finish your thought.
I was like, there's no way it's as bad as Shane's making it out to be. It was worse.
It was shit. We'll agree it was shit. We were getting into the whole high school thing for a quick second. So on a happy note, what was the best album or your guys' favorite album dropped while you guys were in high school?
Views. My favorite Drake album.
No, doesn't have to be Drake.
No,
just like
I'm just saying it was my favorite Drake album, and if it's my favorite Drake album, it's one of my favorite albums.
Views was when I was in college.
Grandpa.
I'm a year older than you guys were seniors in high school. I was a freshman in college. Probably if you're reading this, it's too late.
Yeah, that's
genuinely
up there too.
like that album.
Technically,
that's probably my most listened to album of all time.
Technically, not an album.
Okay, Mr. Mixtape. Well, no, it technically is an album. He tried to call it a mixtape, but it's an extended playlist that is posted. That was by a record label. It is an album for sure.
But I think contractually it wasn't considered an album.
But they released it on streaming platforms.
Yeah.
So yes,
is More Life an album then by that same standard?
Yes.
Okay, we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's yours?
2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Such a normie answer.
Mine.
I just hate J. Cole.
I'm gonna give mine, even though no one asked.
No, I want to know.
Mine is Bad Blood by Bastille. I was looking up other ones, but I was in college for so many of these. So Bad Blood by Bastille.
Yeah,
Bastille's my favorite.
Bastille gal.
You big into Imagine Dragons too, or what?
I actually have seen Imagine Dragons in concert 4 times, and don't even come at me there.
That is. You said the quiet part out loud. Capital E, embarrassing.
Okay, I don't shame people for their music taste, but go off.
I do.
Okay.
Taylor Swift, Swifties, hate them. I don't know if that's you. Hate Swifties.
Okay, well, before Shawn offends anybody else
Shawn
that is
just offended-
watching, producing.
Shawn just offended 2 people at PHNX.
Okay.
Are you an Imagine Dragons person?
No, Leah and Michaela.
Oh.
2 people you probably don't want to irritate at this company.
Mac has easily the worst music taste of anybody I have ever met in my entire life.
Mac has bad culture taste.
Okay.
Yeah. Drake song comes on, or Michael Jackson song comes on. Skip. I don't even know that song. Brother. Oh, that was Billie Jean.
She skipped Outkast too.
Yeah.
Don't even. Oh man, I'm upset now.
Well, on that note. Okay. That's actually Jaws the sequel.
Follow me on Twitter at Shane Heath.
You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Shawn DePaz at Shawn_DePaz.
Standing Drake. No, I can't even say Standing Drake as always. Shaming people for their terrible fucking music taste, as always.
We will be back with an audio show tomorrow. But for now, thanks for tuning in. Peace.